Sorry, we're coming on a couple minutes late. I was having some technical difficulties. I am Julie Ford with Julz of Life, and today I am excited to talk to you about 3 ways to avoid creating more crazy busy while you're attending a live event. And I want you to listen all the way to the end because there's a bonus gift. So first, thanks to Robin Walker and the Women's Business Workshop Lakeside Conference for having me at their event and having me live today. Like I said, I'm Julie Ford. My business is Julz of Life, and I'm one of the speakers at the Lakeside Conference. And I'll be speaking on creating time and energy. It's a foundational habits for crazy busy momtrepreneur talk. And I'll be sharing how I created an intentionally full life with my husband and my 2 kids. They are now tweens and teens. And rather than having a crazy busy life. So maybe you think you can't even go to this conference because of the chaos that will ensue when you get back. And I want you to listen in because it is possible, and I'm going to give you some tips today that will help you make that decision a little bit easier. Because you don't have to come home to chaos after an event that helps you. So, so stay tuned. So I work with crazy busy working parents who are tired of being crazy busy, and they are tired of forgetting things and missing events, and they're tired of apologizing to their kids. Like, I'm so sorry I wasn't present for that. Even if they were there, they might not have been present, like whites of their eyes time. So, they're tired of doing it all, maybe. They might be all alone and picking up after everybody, picking up the emotional slack, picking up the financial slack. They might be feeling like they're doing everything. And with a few changes in habits, they can get the help that they need. So I hope that even if you don't have kids, that you can tune into my talk coming up, because we're going to have a lot of really great tips for easing that crazy busy and getting back to intentionally full lives. So if you hear nothing else out of this video, I hope you hear that it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to answer "how are you" with "I'm crazy busy" all the time. It happens sometimes, but you want to make sure that that we're putting some things in place so that we can live really intentionally full lives. So I want to talk to you today about some basics that I pulled from Creating Time and Energy. Hi, Robin! And goodness, we've got a few more people here. We've got Allison. And a few others, and if I missed you, there's Tara. Hi, Tara. Nice to see you. So like I said, we're going to be talking about some ways that you can prepare so that you don't come home, hi Allie, so that you don't come home to a pile of chaos when you return. And you can really get everything you wanted to out of this event without that guilt. So even, like I said, even if you don't have kids around the house anymore, you will benefit from what we're covering, because when things are running smoothly at home, amazing things can happen. Hi, Carrie. Amazing things can happen at work. So let's get right into it. And like I said, listen to the end, because there's going to be, oh, I hate chaos too, Carrie. There's going to be a bonus gift at the end, so you'll want to stay tuned. Okay, so the first one is to hold a family summit. I am a great proponent of the family summit. A lot of times we have them on Sundays, the Sunday summit, because we look at what does the week look like? What are the events that we have that are going to take place? What kind of meals do we need to create that will support the the speed at which we're going, or still support us having dinner together? What are the things that need to be arranged? The things that need to have a phone call made in order to come to fruition? Permission slips that have to be signed? People that need to be contacted so that this child can go there, this child can go there, and we can free up some of the time. Both my husband and I are going to the conference this weekend, so we had to make some arrangements too. I have a daughter who has a job at a horse farm, and she had to make some arrangements so she could get to and from that job while we're out. Hi, Elisa. So we had to figure out how to make those arrangements. So we sat down at our Sunday summit and we talked about, okay, this is what the week is going to look like. And this weekend is going to be a little bit different than most weeks. So let's take a look at how we can make that happen for us. What are some of the things that we expect from them? And when we talk about those things, we let them know why it's important both mom and dad are going to this conference. We let them know what we need from them, and we listen to what they need from us and what their expectations are. So in that family summit, it's not just a barking of parents at the family or just one person talking. We're all joining in. So if it's just you and your husband or your spouse, your partner, you can do that as well and say, here are some things that are going to be crazy that I need some support on. And what do you need support with? So we go through that in our family summit. It's okay to tell your kids that you actually need their help. They brighten up like, wait a minute, you need me? And they're more than happy to help when we're just honest with them. So that is the first, the family summit. Have that. Second one, rewards. And we're not just talking about for them, we're talking about for you too. You've got to have these rewards in place. So set them up ahead of time and make sure that they're in their currency. How many of you are familiar with talking about the currency that everyone in your household, including yourself, have? So I have one child that time is definitely her currency. And so on Sunday, we've blocked off some time so that we can play some games. I'm going to get my butt kicked in Uno and in 5-card stud because she is quite the card player. So, these are some things that we have to have on the docket. Next Sunday, probably going to spend a little bit of time going through my elder daughter's closet and finding, because she's growing like an inch a night, it seems. So we have to find some way to keep her in pants and leggings and shoes because her feet are just growing just incrementally. Yes, Uno. I swear that kid she is since the age of like 4. She's been beating all of us, and she's so great. She can give it and she can take it back. So, so that would be her currency. Also, there may be some cake involved on Sunday. We're having to kind of delay my birthday is Thursday, right before the concert. Yeah, we're gonna have a concert and a conference. Did you know that, Robin? We're also having a concert. So, anyway, we are going to probably do some celebration on Sunday. So there might be some cake too. So that's another reward. Now, rewards for you and for your spouse, your partner. So we want to make sure that you actually put some of those things in for you. Thanks, Allie. She said happy birthday. So we want to take time for relaxing, because a relaxed you is a gift to everybody else around you. And if you come home and you have an outrageous amount of stuff to accomplish and everyone's just like, well, mom, you're here, I'm so glad to see you, it'll kind of deflate everybody. So make sure that you put in some time to maybe say, hey, I just need that extra hour of sleep and then I'm yours. Or take some time and block it out right after the conference ends. Make sure your family doesn't expect you to be on parade until you've had some time to set aside for yourself. And we'll talk about that in step number 3. You'll also want to think about what it is you want to get out of the conference. Think about that this week, so you make sure you don't have those little things that seep in and make you feel guilty while you're at the conference. Look, this is what I'm going to get afterwards. I am in the right place. I'm going to this to enrich myself, enrich my business, bring back things that will help my family. So it's not just about, being away and having to feel guilty about that. You don't need to feel guilty about anything. You are in the right place. So, so mark those things out. Make sure you know why you're going so that you can squeeze everything that you wanted out of that conference, because you can do it. All right, so what's the currency in your house? I'm just kind of throwing it out there and seeing, what are some things that you're putting in place or thinking about putting in place after hearing that it might be a good idea. All right, so I'm going through some comments here. Yes, definitely, Robin. You belong there. Everybody that's coming, you're going to be in the right place. Oh, an ice cream sundae bar is Robin's family's currency. Maybe we'll go to Walker's after the conference and have some ice cream. So it's important that you just look at what are the things that are going to be, of most value to them. And often it's just happy, relaxed, excited you. So take that into consideration and think about the things that are going to promote that when you get back. All right, let's talk a little bit about step 3, and that is follow-up. Okay, I alluded to this a little bit. You want to, Carrie says, we need a pizza movie night when we get home. Whoop, whoop. We are big fans of cozy by the fire, have a movie, popcorn for everybody, big bowls, So, way to go. All right, so block out some time so that you can go through your conference notes. I even suggest bring 2 highlighters, one for your to-dos and one for your to-bes, or the things you're going to be thinking about. And as you're going through the conference, start marking those down. Then when you're at the end, you can go through and say, here are the things that I need to calendar, my to-dos. I really need to put those in, which is another part of step 3, and that's block that time out. You're going to have a lot going on, and you may think, well, after that conference is done, I'll be able to schedule all these appointments. Some of those appointments, they're going to come from the conference. Some of the to-dos, you're going to need some heads down time to really implement some of the processes that you're going to learn about this coming weekend. So make sure that you have some time blocked, not just in the week after, but in the next week too, because follow-up takes time. You're going to need some time for appointments, for meeting with people one-on-one on the phone. You're going to need some time for writing back to folks, for following up on whatever it is that you were talking about, because there are going to be some fabulous conversations. You might want to, Robin says, feel free to stay at the hotel a little bit longer and sit and reflect and plan and follow up. I would add to that, Robin, honestly, to maybe grab a couple of your old or new girlfriends that are there and brainstorm some of the things, because you can double the fun right there. And there's plenty of room to sit at the Ridge upstairs in the Bean and Vine, which is a great place. Work there a lot. That's my second office. Go there and check out some of the other folks who are sitting around doing the same thing. And respect if they want their time alone, but still, that's another option. But definitely Monday the following week and some other time, follow up with your connections, have some implementation time. Try to block that Sunday off, though, for your family and for, whatever small amount of chaos might have ensued while you were gone. Super. Any other follow-up tips that you have? Oh, wait, I have a good one. A pro tip here is if you have a longish drive, especially if you have another driver and you're going along. Hi, Jenny. Oh, I'm so glad you're coming, Jenny Schubring. Woohoo. Let's see. My pro tip was record some of your greatest ideas and make sure that you can get those down in a recording, and then later you can take notes with them. And so some of your best ideas, I know some of mine come in the shower or while I'm driving when I can't capture them. So use your voice recorder on your phone. And Carrie has a chauffeur, so she can make all kinds of notes, talk to type even, and correct them. So those are some great tips. Now, other tips that you might have. All right, just looking through some comments here before I give my bonus that you can have. All right, well, I'll let you guys get moving. So here is that bonus that I promised. If you are like me, I like to write stuff down. And so that Sunday Summit looks kind of like this. And my Sunday Summit is written on a back of a piece of junk mail. If you are not as crafty, where I just divide it in 6 spots and I put events, needs, preparations, meals, contributions, that's what we call our chores, and projects, well then I have a nifty one already made out for you, and you can get the printable at julzoflife.com, and I will put this in the comments, julzoflife.com/Sunday-Summit-Blueprint. So that's julzoflife.com/Sunday-Summit-Blueprint. So go and get yours, and if you have any questions about that, I am happy to help you with your Sunday Summit. So we will see you at the Women's Business Workshop Lakeside Conference on the 10th and 11th. If you don't have a ticket yet, or you're wondering how you can make that happen, PM me or Robin Walker, and we will be happy to see what we can do to make it happen for you. We will see you there, ladies. Bye-bye.